Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Patches Metal. Finally. I'm so fucking sorry. So this really took way too fucking long, and this is not how I wanna do this, you know? I mean, I wanna be a bit more consistent, but right now I'm just in a very, turbulent time of my life. Or something. If you follow me on Facebook, then you've already read this. I've started my new study, college, high school thing, whatever it's called. I never really understood what the difference between all of those are. But anyway, I've started that, and I just need to do a fuckload for that. And aside from that, I have my work, which has like a minimal requirement of the amount of work I have to do there. And aside from all of that, I have my 3 bands I need to keep running. So it's pretty fucking busy in the Patches headquarters. And yeah, you know, it's just hard to take a few hours aside to just sit down and film. Like, I've already started like 4 or 5 episodes. Like, just started filming, and then halfway through I just ran out of time. And I was like, well, halfway through. So, you know, I had to stop that, and then the next day the light was completely different, or I was wearing a different shirt, or anything happened that would make it look weird. So I can't really, you know, divide the filming into a few different days. So I'll need to do it within one day, and that just, I mean, at some points it just took like an entire Sunday to just film one episode, because I need to do the editing and I need to, you know, retake a lot of shots, and yeah, it just takes a while. It's not as easy as it seems, like just clicking record and start talking and then stop and that's it or anything. So yeah, anyway, a lot of excuses, but most of all just a serious fucking sorry to all of you who have been waiting for a new episode. I kept getting like messages like, dude, when is the new episode coming out? And I was like, dude, I'm so fucking sorry, it's coming. And yeah, here we fucking are. So let's get fucking started.
1, 2, 3, 4. Patches
So a shitload has been happening in the metal world while I've been gone, and I'm just going to try to review it all. I don't know if this video is going to be like half an hour long or 10 minutes long or an hour long. I mean, just gonna try to, you know, capture everything in it. So first of all, because this was also something I posted on my Facebook and I got so many reactions to that, that I just, you know, I had to put it in a video as well. I mentioned on my Facebook that I listened to the new Avenged Sevenfold, and I quite enjoy it. And I can't really properly say that it, you know, released a shitstorm or anything, because people were still quite relaxed about it. But reading through the comments, people just like, fucking hell. Some people can react so fucking childish to stuff like this. And it's not even the childish stuff alone, but also like, seriously, the whole true metalheads, or at least the metalheads who whine about people liking Avenged Sevenfold, they're just starting to look like a fucking religious cult. Like, seriously, just replace every, you know, non-true band name with, I don't know, the devil or heathens or atheists or something like that, and replace every true metal band with God or Jesus, and you're just gonna see a fucking religious cultist. It's fucking disgusting from time to time, seriously, man. But anyway, enough with the, you know, talking about haters thing, and on to why I actually like the album. I did something I'm trying out with a lot of these kinds of bands, where I start listening to it and picture a different name with it. And even if I have to picture a different look with it, just imagine that they just started out and this is their first demo track or first album or whatever. Just try to not think about what they are, or well, yeah, what they have done like in the past, and just try thinking about only what they are doing at this exact fucking moment. Just listen to the song. Don't think about like the entire image that goes along with it, or like, oh, the other people who like it aren't as cool as I am, so I shouldn't like this, or bollocks like that. Just fucking listen to it as if it's the first time you ever heard about it. So I did this with Avenged Sevenfold, with Hail to the King, and I couldn't at all find anything wrong with it. You know, I mean, I could find a lot of things that were completely right with it. I fucking dig his vocals, for instance, and like it's the songs are fucking proper. You know, I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the loudest fucking metal I've ever heard, and I'm probably not even gonna say they are actually like metal, because it more sounds like a very cool variation of hard rock to me. But you know, even the genres put aside, it's just what the fuck's wrong with it? So I'm seriously like, I just want to know what other people think, and I've already read like people saying, dude, prepare for a shitstorm in the comments at your video when you're going to talk about this. And I'm honestly looking forward to that, because I just want to, like, I want to properly read the opinions of people. Why is this so fucking bad that you have to be a fucking cultist about it? If you don't like the music for just because of the music, then sure, fucking fine. I mean, I don't like, for instance, like what I said, the newest Amon Amarth stuff, and I'm not being a fucking cultist about it. When I see someone posting Amon Amarth, I'm not going there like, dude, they suck, they always do the same thing, fuck them. No, just gonna fucking ignore it. And if you just, you know, if you see someone posting about Avenged Sevenfold and they're not directly asking for your opinion about it, then, you know, why be a dick? And on my status, I was like properly asking for an opinion. I made my status just to know what people were going to say about it. So that's a different story. But if I see like a friend of mine, like a younger friend of mine who's all into Avenged Sevenfold, and I see her like posting something like, oh my god, I can't wait to see this band live, yay, this is going to be so fucking awesome, then I'm scrolling through it and I'm like, alright, have fun there. And you always see this one guy that's there like, they suck, it's going to fucking suck, you're a poser, fuck you, and yeah. So yeah, what I want to know from like you guys, and especially the people who don't like them, this time I'm asking for the opinion, is just tell me why. Just elaborate on it. Don't go like, meh, people say they're metal but they're not metal, because that's not a reason to dislike a band. That's maybe a reason to dislike a person but not a band. So just explain it to me. Anywho, moving on from all this hater stuff, and let's go on to another album that was released, or I don't even know if it was released yet. No, it's probably going to be released tomorrow. The Turisas album, 2013. It leaked, and a friend of mine, Rule, thank you Rule, sent me a link to you know, the download leaked site thing. And it's fucking awesome. Like, seriously, I love it. It's just, yeah, fucking hell, how do you explain this? Turisas for me was one of the first, they call it battle metal. I think that term was even like invented by them, but they were like the first band I ever heard that did this whole, you know, fighting thing. This whole killing everyone and swords and axes and stuff, you know, that was Turisas for me. And I saw them live at some point. They were also one of the first bands I saw live, I think. And they meant a lot to me in that time. And I'll be honest, I didn't know a lot of songs from them, but the songs, you know, the handful of songs that I did know from them were just fucking amazing to me, and they meant the fucking world to me. And over the time, for me, Turisas is kind of watered down a bit or something. Like, it's just not the real music I enjoy anymore. And at some point there was this like Stand Up and Fight. I think that one was pretty new, with the clip and all, and it was cool and it was fun and it was, you know, awesome seeing them drive around in that kind of buggy thing with the swords in a bag, and you know, it was all good and fun, but it didn't mean as much to me as Turisas used to do. And right now with this new album, it just seems like, you know, like they've completely grown back on me again. I've been listening fucking non-stop to that album. Like wherever I need to go, I put on my iPod with fucking Turisas. And it's just, how do you fucking explain this? It's like one of those varied albums where the first song is almost all piano, and at some points there's like this really, really fucking pure folk song in there, and then suddenly there is a fucking saxophone solo of all fucking things you can imagine, and at some point there is this like death metal kind of sounding thing, almost like getting near to black metal, and then like the last track is more of a fucking pure power metal kind of thing. And it's just, you know, the fucking variation that I always look for in a band, you know, the exact reason why, indeed, like I already said, dislike Amon Amarth, you know, because they always do the same thing, is the exact reason why I'm so fucking enthusiastic about this new Turisas album, because it's just like, if you've heard one song, then you have no fucking clue what the entire album is gonna be. If you've heard, if you like haven't heard one song and you've heard all the others, then you still cannot like come up with what they've done with that other song. It's just, yeah, I fucking love that, and I fucking thank them for it with all my heart, because this is one of the reasons why I love metal so much, because metal isn't just this, and it's not just this, but it's fucking this, you know, it's fucking everything. You can do whatever the fuck you want, and they properly fucking do that. So, like, if you've only heard that, what's it called again? For Your Own Good one, the demo track they released at some point, and you thought like, this is gonna be weak, then you still have no fucking idea what the other stuff is going to be like. And maybe I'm sounding a bit more enthusiastic than I should be, but I'm just fucking glad to see that not every band is releasing shit these days, but there are some bands that just do some proper stuff still. So yeah, Turisas 2013, the album, just whenever it's released, I think it was tomorrow or somewhere the upcoming week, get it, seriously, fucking awesome. Now, 2 other things have been announced while I was gone, and these 2 other things, I have a bit mixed feelings about this, but let's first just bring the news for anyone who hasn't heard it yet. Both Motley Crue and Black Sabbath have announced that within probably about a year, maybe 2, they're going to stop. Just done. You know, finish the tours, finish everything, and over. And, well, of course this is sad, because I may not be the biggest Black Sabbath fan, especially not, or well, just not the Ozzy era of Black Sabbath. And, well, I am a Motley Crue fan, not a gigantic one, but still I can really appreciate the music a lot. So yeah, it's just sad, and I'll admit that. But on the other hand, it's quite good as well, and I'm actually really proud of them in a way, because, well, the thing for Black Sabbath is that, sorry, Ozzy is just, I mean, I'm really sorry, but Ozzy is just getting too old, and the whole power of Black Sabbath, for me, like, the only thing I liked about Black Sabbath was this dark, powerful, surreal kind of thing they had going. You know, they didn't have to, it's hard to explain, like, just properly in words, but probably everyone gets it when I just say they had this kind of above everything else kind of atmosphere, and this was cool. But now that Ozzy is standing there, like, shaking, like, oh, I can't hear you, and the thing I already talked about in a previous video, where it's no longer Black Sabbath. It's just not, because it's become so different and he's become so old. It just doesn't work anymore. So I'm just very fucking proud of them that they decided to quit. So, as much as it's sad news, I think it's still somewhat of a good thing. And for Motley Crue goes the exact same thing, though they're not too old yet. But I'm fucking proud of them for just stopping before they become too old. Because right now, Ozzy will probably go down in history as that old drug addict MTV father guy. We all know he's the fucking godfather of metal, and no one's going to deny that. And everyone will also, reckon that. But aside from the entire image he has, like in the positive, he also has this negative image of this just, not really knowing when to properly stop. So this is not an Ozzy hate video or anything, and I'm not trying to insult him. But I'm just stating that it's probably already a bit too late to really stop. And Motley Crue is doing this at the exact fucking perfect moment, where they're still, most of them at least, in somewhat of a good health. The shows they do now have still been, like real proper shows. And with the entire glam, shock kind of metal stuff, you need to put up this show, and them stopping before they are unable to perform that kind of show, that deserves fucking kudos all over the place. So once again, as much as it's sad news, I still think it's a fucking great moment and great move they've made. And they'll probably at some point they might do some sort of a reunion kind of thing, and it's not going to be like the end of Motley Crue altogether, but actively performing wise, I think it's a really fucking great thing to just stop it. So yeah. Now, when I asked in the previous episode what people missed in my videos, or what they wanted, or what they liked, or what they thought I should change, or stuff like that, and the only real proper thing I got from that, aside from just a lot of people saying they're happy with how it goes now, so thank you everyone, and fucking awesome. Well, there were two things. One was get a better camera, which I completely agree on, but I don't have any money, and it's really as simple as that. If I had any money, I would probably fucking spend it on a new camera, but right now this is what I have to work with, and I can't change anything about it, so I'm sorry, but that's just it. Second thing I was told, put more black metal in your videos, and this is just, it's good to hear, because I wasn't even properly aware I was leaving black metal out too much. But now that people have mentioned it, dude, there's no black metal at all in your videos, I'm like, yeah, you're right. And of course, everyone is aware by now that I don't really like black metal, except for, Venom's black metal. But just to make it up to all the black metal fans out there, I made some black metal for you. We call it one death by satanic ice of 1,000 fallen death angels of suffering. You wanna hear another song? We call that one the Father, the Bastard, and the Unholy Goat. Now I'm kidding, guys, I'm sorry. I will definitely try to put in a lot of more black metal. So if you have any suggestions, like for some black metal bands, some starting black metal bands, if you have a black metal band yourself, let me know. And I swear I'll put more black metal in here. So yeah, that is that. Now, another thing, which is kind of related to that, I'm really trying to get to the education episodes as well, but those really take most time, because I need to like look everything up properly like 3 or 4 different times, then film everything, then rewatch everything to see if I did it right, and send it to some people who I know that know if I did it right, if they see it, like for a double check, triple check, fucking check everything. So, you know, yeah, it might be a while till I can get back to those education episodes, but I'm really trying my best. Like with these, the Patches Metal episodes as well, I'm trying my best to fit in, or like to film as much as possible and as often as I can, but like I said at the start, it just takes a lot of time, and I can't really, you know, define it in a couple of days, because it's just going to look weird. It's really going to look very fucking odd. So yeah, there's that. I think so far that's it for this episode. I don't really think I have anything to show you at this point. There is one band coming up, like I already have the CD. I've had the CD here for like a month or so already, but I'm kind of keeping that a secret. Partially because at this moment right now they don't have a drummer, and I don't really want to promote them while they don't have a drummer, because it's just going to be like people are going to head over to their Facebook and like check it out and then see like, no upcoming gigs because there's no drummer, and then it's going to look weird. So I'm just waiting it out till they have the drummer. So yeah, by the way, talking about not having drummers, Third Machine has a drummer again now, and they've also released a video clip, and I'm going to put a link somewhere here or somewhere in here, and yeah, go check it out. It looks fucking awesome, and yeah, just check it out. Now that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll see you all next time again.
1, 2, 3, 4.